He said it like he was announcing a decree. From now on, he told me, voice dripping with that cold superiority he wore like cologne, I'll decide when we talk or spend time together. Stop chasing me. He took a sip of wine, eyes hard, satisfied with his cruelty. Then he added, "Honestly, I can't believe I ever lowered myself enough to marry you. You were never and will never be anywhere near my level." I remembered nodding. Just once. Calm, controlled. Then I said, "Okay." He smirked, mistaking surrender for silence. That was his first mistake. It hadn't always been like this. When we met, he was magnetic, charming in that dangerous, intoxicating way that made women lean in without realizing they were falling. He called me his equal, said I challenged him, said I made him feel alive. I believed him. I built a life around those words, left a promising job, moved to his city, molded myself to fit into his world. His friends were my friends. His goals became mine. I thought love meant loyalty. He thought it meant ownership. The change began in small, almost invisible doses. He'd roll his eyes mid-conversation, call me dramatic, laugh when I asked for time together. Then came the control, the rules, the passive insults disguised as jokes, the disapproval of my clothes, my friends, my voice. When I confronted him, he'd twist everything. He'd say I was too emotional, that he was just being honest, and I'd find myself apologizing for his cruelty. The day he delivered that line about how I wasn't at his level was the day something inside me stopped bleeding and started calculating. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I went silent. For 2 weeks, I said nothing. No texts, no calls, no tears. I let him have his kingdom of silence. Let him feel the absence of the woman he thought would crawl back every time he snapped his fingers. I moved through my days quietly, like a ghost re-entering her own life. I reactivated my old contacts, got in touch with my former boss. Within a week, I had an offer, a better one, different city, higher pay. I started moving things out, not dramatically, one drawer at a time. Each morning, I'd leave for work and take something with me, a book, a file, my favorite mug. He didn't notice. He never noticed anything that wasn't about him. I transferred funds from our joint account, legally, carefully, every penny I had contributed. By the time he realized, I'd already closed the new account in my name, and then I disappeared. On the 15th day, he showed up at my workplace. Expensive suit, practiced confidence, but the edges were cracked. He waited by the glass door while I finished my meeting. The receptionist whispered that he looked nervous. I almost smiled. When I walked out, his face shifted. Relief first, then disbelief. I wasn't the version of me he remembered. I wasn't small anymore. "Where have you been?" he demanded. "Living," I said. He laughed, the sound brittle. "You're being ridiculous. You can't just ignore your husband." "My ex-husband," I corrected. "Papers were delivered yesterday." He froze. "You're joking." "I don't joke about freedom." He started pacing, trying to regain control. "You'll regret this. You need me." I looked him dead in the eye. "You decided when we talk, remember? When we spend time together. I'm just following your rules." His jaw clenched. "I didn't mean—" "Yes, you did." I leaned closer, voice steady. "You meant every word. You wanted silence. You just never imagined you'd choke on it." That was the moment I saw it, the flicker of realization behind his arrogance. He'd pushed too far, broken something that wouldn't bend back. His control, his weapon, was now useless. He tried reaching for my hand. I stepped back. "You made a game of breaking me," I said quietly, "but you forgot the one rule that matters." He frowned. "What rule?" "The moment you convince someone they're beneath you, they stop seeing you as worth reaching for." I turned, walked out of the office, and didn't look back. That night, I turned off my phone. He called 16 times, texted paragraphs, apologies, promises, pleas. I didn't respond. Not because I was angry, because I was free. Silence, the same thing he once used to punish me, became my weapon. And he, the man who thought he'd mastered control, was now powerless against it. People think revenge needs chaos, screaming, public scenes, destruction. It doesn't. Sometimes revenge is just absence. The echo of what you once gave freely, taken back piece by piece, until all that's left is the sound of them realizing they'll never get it again. He taught me silence. I perfected it.